Welcome to this episode of the Gunman. So this video here is going to be my first review and demonstration and also a unboxing on the Star New Century S-4000 spray gun. So let's get into it. So I bought this spray gun solely for the purpose of reviewing. I have got a Star New Century Evo T minigun 1.2mm and I've been quite happy with the performance I've been getting out of that. I also got a Polyester filler spray gun. Some of you guys may have seen the video I've done on that. I did a review and demo on that, 2.8mm. That was the S-106 and I was pretty happy with the way that performed, so I decided I'd go and get myself another one. However, I was a little bit let down with it, but we'll get onto that in a few minutes. First up, we'll just be doing the unboxing. So yeah, straight away you can see it comes in a bit of a plastic casing there. Undo it, put the filter into the gun itself, not into the pot like you do with the DeVilbiss, and on with the pot. Next up we've got the regulator. It comes with a brand new regulator and a air fitting as well. It's a Nito type of air fitting, and you'll also see here is the complete pull down guide. It's got a couple of other pieces of paper in there, some warranty stuff, and also a couple of advertisements for their other spray guns. And I always like getting a new regulator. Always handy to have in the workshop. I always like to run a gun regulator on my spray guns. It helps me, helps with any air fluctuations you may get in the airline, and also lets you gauge the pressures, and you can set them at the same pressure for every job so you can get consistent results hopefully. So just nip that up nice and tight so we're not going to get any leaking. You can put some Teflon tape in there if you so desire. Okay, well that's the unboxing. Let's get into the gun. Straight away you can tell it's got a very small fan on it. It's a cheap gun, $150. You don't pay much for it, but look, to be honest, it's $150 I wasted. But if this can let you guys know not to buy it, well then it wasn't wasted. Don't waste your money on this gun. It's totally crap. The fan size is mainly what kills it. If the fan size was a bit wider on it, it'd actually be a half decent gun. As it turned out, I pushed on with the gun and I was able to get a pretty half decent result with it, but definitely consumes a high volume of paint and underperforms. So because the fan is so small, I've got to hold the gun a lot further back than you'll probably notice that I usually do with my DeVilbiss and the Pro Light and the GTI Pro and all that kind of stuff. Look, I didn't actually measure the distance there, but that looks like it's about 15, even possibly 20 centimeters before the fan fully opens up. It's a silver too. Being a roof, I did end up getting it laying down half decent, but I get a few guys asking how to stop mottling in your paintwork, and the most common answer for me is to use a spray gun with a nice big wide fan on it, and using this just reaffirms what I already thought, that using a nice big fan on your gun really does help with mottling in the silvers, and you guys will be able to see here. End result, I got the job to look good. Basically it wasn't anything to do with the gun. I basically know how to use guns properly, and I'm experienced. If I was sort of a first, second year or had minimal experience, I think the thing would have come up with tiger stripes the whole way through it. So just take note of the extreme amount of distance I've got there. Yeah, that's the killer. So this is also the first job that I've recorded using the concept paint system. A few guys that follow me on Facebook and Instagram and that kind of stuff will have seen some photos that I've put up of my new concept paint system. It's a locally made Australian paint company here, and yeah, I'm quite happy with the results. It's half the price of any of the other paint systems out there, and it gives me pretty good results. Yeah, I'll do a review and demonstration on the concept paints in the future, but this video is more going to be concentrating on how bad this gun is. Now, there are better options out there. If you guys, a lot of my subscribers have probably just seen a couple of weeks ago, I put up the SGK 600 BV, also known as the FLG5 review and demo. That gun's only maybe $20 to $50 more expensive than this gun, and it's just shits all over it. It's twice as good as this gun. Don't waste your money. The extra $50 or $100 you may spend on getting a better gun, you'll save it by the time you've done 2 jobs just on material wastage. Yeah, I would not recommend this gun for anyone. As one of my mates said, he's my mentor. I actually recommend you check out his channel. I'll put a link to his channel here. Without this guy, I never would have made this channel, so check him out, give him a sub if you like Thailand. He's got a channel that is dedicated to Thailand, so make sure you go and check him out, Dead for Rum. Put a link here for you guys. And yeah, as he said to me, he said, it's the guns that the gunman rejects that makes the gunman the best, you know. I usually try to look for a positive side of anything that I review. I try to weigh up the negatives and the positives, but to be honest, there is no positives with this gun. I've really been racking my brain to try and think of anything that I can think is good about this gun, but I can't. Yeah, only real thing would be the price, but even $150, it's not really necessarily a cheap gun, you know. That FLG5, you can get that for around $150 to $200, so it's not that much more expensive than this one. So have a look at that spray fan. It takes a long time to actually get to its full fan. Look, yeah, I mean, I think I can get a half decent finish with just about any spray gun. But that's only through experience, so I'm not going to use this gun again. I don't think I will use this gun again at all. I might end up doing a giveaway, but then I wouldn't even want to give this to you because it's going to end up costing you money. Like, it's going to go through so much paint. Even if you're a hobbyist, like a DIY guy, I really wouldn't recommend buying this gun. An apprentice, don't think about it. Yeah, so even that regulator, like, I think I must have splashed or even just got some thinners vapors near that regulator, and it's already starting to die. If you guys hang around for a couple more minutes, I'll actually give you guys a look at how the thinners has just totally screwed the regulator itself, and you can no longer get a proper reading off it. What good can I get out of that gun? Maybe if that pot fits on another gun, and maybe the air fitting itself, but apart from that, that's $150 down the drain. I'll give you guys a look at just a couple of photos of the rest of this job. Basically, this car here was an ex-taxi, and over this side of the roof, he must have had like a hole cut in there for a camera or something, one of those security cameras, you know what the taxis do these days, just to record all those drunk dickheads on the weekend making a fool out of themselves and breaking the law. So he's probably put a hole in there to get his camera up there, and this guy's bought it, and then it's ended up leaking because it's starting to rain at the moment. And yeah, we just did a quick cheap job for him. I'll give you guys a look at the photos. I didn't bother to record the entire thing. So yeah, as I say, I was able to get a half decent finish, but it's yeah, nothing to do with the gun. It's more to do with the user that sort of knew how to use it. Yeah, so enough about going on about how crap this spray gun is. While you guys finish watching me paint this job, I'm going to read out a comment that made my day today. YouTube user Kazar, there is a Gunman shirt coming out your way. I've actually already sent him out a spray gun. He bought an old spray gun of mine, my original GTI Pro, bit of Gunman memorabilia there. So YouTube user Kazar made a comment on my video HQ Respray and Pet Prep. He said, maybe a TV network might want to make a reality TV show like The Block, where contestants have to restore a car and sell it at auction on live TV, or a Hollywood flick called Confessions of a Gunman, where you get a little erotic with a tack rag. Maybe not, in brackets, exclamation mark. Or a superhero movie where you shoot 2K base coat bullets at water-soluble acrylic aliens that want to invade our planet. We love you, bro. Keep shooting up the world, mate. Yeah, that's good fun. And yeah, there's a Gunman shirt coming out your way. I'll make a quick mention that I'm all over all the social media now. So in the description of my all my videos from now on, there's going to be a link to my Vine, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, all of that stuff. I can't even remember them all. I'm all over it. So I've got my own website for my business as well. I'm actually working on the Gunman website, so do excuse me if you find that website and there's not too much content. It does take a bit of time and effort making a website, and it's a constant job that I'm happy to learn. I'd sort of rather do it myself so that in the future, if I want anything changed or updated, I can do it myself rather than having to pay someone to do it, and then if I need anything done in the future, I'll have to pay them more to change it. So I decided to do it myself, but there's definitely a learning process in doing that. So excuse me if any of the links or anything don't work and if it's a little bit basic for now. So there you go. Did you notice that regulator? First use, it's already stuffed. I mean, it still works as a regulator, but the readings, you can't really sort of get a proper reading. I can tell it once I clean it 1 or 2 more times, it's just going to be total garbage. But there you go. All in all, I'm happy with the job. It came out mean, you know. It's got a mean coat of clear over there, so yeah, you can get good results with it, but the amount of paint it goes through is definitely higher than most of the good spray guns out there, and there are different options. At the very end, there is a link to a couple more reviews. So here we go. I'm going to take you guys through this job from start to finish. First up, you see there, we've got the big hole. Then we've got the fiberglass filler here, so that's the fibril. And then I've skimmed a bit of just normal rough filler in there, so that's polyester. That's the brand of it there. So that usually gets pinholes in it. Over the top of that, I'll put some fine filler. This is the worst polyester, lightweight polyester fine filler there. So that's not really going to have many pinholes in it. I think there was 1 or 2, I just nipped them up before I put some primer in it. Didn't even sand them out. I got those pinholes in nice and tight, and just putting that first coat of primer on nice and light as to not get any shrink back. Just a bit of 1K primer, you know, no frills job, quick 1 day of job for him. He picked it up the next day, and he was quite happy with it when he picked it up. So yeah, this one definitely gets a thumbs down, don't buy it. But all in all, you know, that colour match came up quite nice, considering basically he's left with a better paint job than what was on there. I was sanding that roof down, and there was sort of bits of dust and bit of silicone holes all through it, and there was sanding scratches and mottle all through it. There was tiger stripes all through that silver. So it's definitely better than what it was. Look, to be 100% critical, there's one little patch right through the middle. I can just see it's a little bit uneven, but only in the right light. I'm actually struggling to see it out here in the sun. I could just pick it up in the booth there with those fluorescent lights. So yeah, that's pretty nice. I didn't even polish that job. I didn't say it was worth it. So here we go. Check out these 2 videos if you haven't already seen them. Thanks for watching, and this has been another Gunman production. Goodbye.